Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We on the second segment of Guillotines and Guitars. We on guitars right now. And we are talking about the band Monkees. Were the Monkees before they came a band?
The band.
Or they Jaguars? Were they aggressive giraffes? What were they?
Yes, the Monkees were aggressive giraffes.
And the train they rode in on, which was what?
Clarksville.
Clarksville, Scott?
I think so.
I don't think your microphone is set right.
Colorado, maybe.
Your microphone is... I don't think you're in the right position. Trey, check his position.
I'm looking at his position.
Is he okay?
I'm in the right position.
He's fine.
He looks like more on the edge of the table.
No,
he was fine either way. He was.
We just got done with Guillotine segment, which was Grim Reaper. Now we on
Guillotars.
I say it every time.
Get it.
Guitars. We're talking about the Monkees, the band Monkees.
Ernest.
He was the original singer.
I don't want to hear
Ernest Hemingway was the original singer of the Monkees.
I don't know anything about the Monkees. Somebody's got to start this show.
We're gonna school you.
Read up on this over here on my iPad.
Yeah, we'll school you on the Monkees.
Well, go ahead.
Well, before we get started,
we got to take a shot.
before we get
Christian
started,
the guitar segment. Lord, I'll be messing that guitar.
Ernest Hemingway used to always.
My next band's going to be called
Ernest Hemingway. Chris Hicks and the Ernest Hemingways.
Guillotars. That's what
you said. Ernest Hemingway used to christen every short story.
Every short story, and before he shredded
that
shredded
short
on
story.
that guitar, he would
hold
christen
on, don't start.
Each one with a shot.
I know you're getting ready to go. I got shots.
Yeah. Oh, we got shots. What we got?
We have
Please don't have
another
the
one of the
feet you brought us
Yeah, we're
last
not doing
time.
the porn star ever again. I won't get those. This one, another one from Twisted Shots called Strawberry Sundays.
Woo!
Ooh.
I like shortcakes.
Strawberry Sunday, not shortcake.
Oh, I got hungry. You know what would be good right now? A Marquette burrito.
A Marquette burrito.
Man, you don't know about a Marquette burrito.
No, I don't.
When
I
you
don't know
300 sheets in the wind, you take a little water and you open the packet, and you put it in there, and it'll moisturize it.
Ugh.
And then when it's done,
I don't want a moisturized burrito.
it's good. Trust me.
No, the Marquette. Now the potato wedges and the popcorn.
Strawberry
chicken.
Sundays. This should be good. It should be good.
It actually smells
Hey, Trey,
strong.
It don't. I know.
We appreciate you getting these too, by the way. Thank you.
We do.
You're
Trey.
welcome.
Thank you.
All right, cheers.
Although you kind of been more of a miss than a hit lately with them, but anyway.
They only make so many.
Is that
of
a
them.
complaint?
Yeah, that's all right. Give me my money back then.
All right, cheers, boys.
That son of a gun had some booze in it, buddy.
Hey, that was better than the last one.
Ooh.
I'll tell you what. I like
Actually,
it.
that one's pretty good, Trey.
That was pretty good. You
Hold
did
on.
good on that
That second part's coming back. Like
one.
You
Oh.
you got it too.
No, not yet. I'm pretty sure it will later. I'll be calling Ralph here in a little while.
Carol, you finally get it after three tries.
It takes three.
The first shot, Carol
I'm not a
looked. Hey,
professional like the
when
rest
we
of you
started this show and we did the first shot, Carol looked at that couch like, "Yep, sleeping on you tonight."
Hey, buddy.
That's your buddy over there. That couch is pretty comfortable, ain't it?
No buddies. That's only for cruising.
Do you have a fun time sleeping on that couch? Ladies and
Just
gentlemen,
keeps me out of jail.
90% of the time, Carol will stay here after the show, even if he has one shot. He will.
I never just have one shot.
The one drink will last him the whole show, but when he has a shot, it's overboard. You can tell it.
Carol's been sucking the drinks down tonight.
Has he?
Yeah, he's been making.
Don't tell it all.
That's
I
why.
noticed the veins been popping out of his neck on this. Ew! Let's get on top of here.
Get on top of here.
We're being bad. All right. Guitars. We're talking about the Monkees and the train station they rode on. So
they rode on
That
the
sounds
train
like
station?
that sounds like one of those you get out of here and the horse you rode in on, whatever that phrase is.
So, can anybody here name me the musicians from the Monkees? Please go ahead.
The three of us can easily name all four musicians.
I know
because the three of us,
Davy Jones.
That's only because we told you.
You think about SpongeBob?
Yeah.
Hell, I thought SpongeBob was one of them.
He probably did.
Patrick played the percussions.
Yeah.
You gave me the ugly.
Firmly grasp it.
But for real, I know zero. Carol. What is Carol? You spitting out that man?
You sound like you went,
man
you
wave?
went to the Chris mode there for a minute. Talking about firmly grasp it. Like,
you made me feel some type of way when you said that.
I have kids that
he did.
I have kids that were little and watched SpongeBob, and I had to watch it a lot too, so I can quote. And I was quoting. I wasn't quoting a Chris trip. I was quoting.
That's what I got out of it. Just firmly grasp it.
Just remember one thing. What happens on the cruise stays on the cruise.
Like Vegas.
My nipple. My nipple. How can I leave it there when that shit's happening?
That language.
Oh, my goodness.
Was that 30 minutes?
Yeah.
All right. So, the Monkees.
The Monkees.
All right.
What do we know about them?
We'll name... so there's four members. You know Davy Jones. So how about we'll let the three of us name one member? Right? How about that?
Okay, yeah.
Because you want us to name all the members, so
Yes.
we can do it. We can do it right now.
I would love that.
I don't know
Did you
another
just
member besides Davy Jones.
Mickey Dolenz is one.
You didn't watch.
I did watch it, but Davy Jones was the one I always
If
liked.
y'all
Davy
read in my
Jones.
text, I said this is a horrible subject.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's a good subject.
It is a
The
good
Monkees was a
All right. Name one.
I've been to
Mickey Dolenz
All right. Peter Tork.
and
Michael Nesmith.
That's all four of them.
and that don't ring a bell. They must have sucked as musicians.
The
Well,
Davy
they
show was
would-
entertaining.
The show was the producers of the show were looking for like an American Beatles, and it was for a TV show. So they wasn't a band to start with.
They didn't even know each other, did they?
Yeah, they didn't even know each other. And see,
Kind
I
of like
remember-
today's One Direction, or not today,
Yeah.
but like
but
One Direction.
I remember back when watching because I mean the show came out in the mid '60s, so I wasn't born then. But they were doing reruns of it in the '80s when I was a kid, and I remember watching the Monkees TV show and liking it, and because I think every episode they would play one song.
Yeah.
It
It was almost like a live action Scooby Doo. The way they would do the songs didn't really fit whatever there was they were talking about.
And the premise of the show was basically it was these four people living together who were a band.
They played on the Andy Griffith Show, didn't they?
They
No, probably not.
I
I don't think so.
Oh.
But
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But that's what the show was about. But it was the Monkees weren't a real band. They were put together, and they had some writers who wrote songs for them. But the reason we were talking about this was it was this week in 1966.
This week.
I got you. It's this
Yeah,
week.
was,
I feel the subject.
Super Slam.
The Last Train to Clarksville was a song that topped the charts, which was by the Monkees.
Do you know the chorus of that song?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the chorus then?
Last train to Clarksville. I'll meet you at the station. I'll be there by 4:30. Don't need no reservation. Don't be slow. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Yeah. But it topped the charts. It was.
It
It
still
was
don't kick in to me.
That's all right.
It was a big song back then, but that was actually before the show started, before the TV show started. So the Monkees, as a band, had a #1 single, and they wasn't a real band.
And they didn't even play the instruments
Yeah.
on that recording.
Why are we talking about this?
Because this is
Who made this damn
Educational.
subject?
This is interesting. Actually, this is
It
interesting
is.
for people
This is-
for people like you that grew up just after the Monkees reruns and the Monkees, because the Monkees were on like a lot. I don't remember how often, but they were on a lot.
It was a lot.
They were on a lot, and
as
that
a
was one of my favorite Saturday
masculinian
morning
man,
things. Or
as a
whatever.
masculinian man, in my young strapping lad days, I would not pick up an album, the Monkees. I would pick up an album, the Lions or the Piranhas.
No, listen, the
or
Monkees.
the T-Rexes.
Let's be real. The Monkees were called the Monkees because monkeys are funny. Monkeys are just generally funny. And these guys were going to be a comedy show after the thing.
That's what
So they called themselves the Monkees because they're just monkeying around.
What the producers of the show came up with the name. They were like, let's call it the Monkees because it's something that they were like, you know, if you called it the
Lions.
what were you said the wild
The
giraffes or
T-Rexes or any
what-
masculine name.
the Monkees?
Well, there was already a band called. There was already a band
Royal
called T-Rex.
Crawl Queen, you know, or,
There was already a band called T-Rex. They couldn't call them that.
but you get the Monkees.
Yes.
the Monkees, and that
Right
actually
beside Corn and Limp Bizkit.
went, no,
You're gonna
this was
pick
way
the Monkees.
way before that.
No, and you know the Monkees, the TV show was funny, was a comedy.
I didn't even
but
know
their,
it was a TV show.
But their music was not. They didn't have songs that were like funny songs. It was just like songs for radio airplay. But the show was a comedy. The show was supposed to sell the records, right?
It was supposed to. That they like I said,
it was supposed to, right?
it was supposed to, but
yeah.
they released Last Train to Clarkston, and it went Clarksville, sorry, and it went
Number one.
to number one.
So it went,
and
it
that
went
was before
through the-
that was before the TV show. Actually,
I got to listen to this
That's
album.
before the actual TV show come out. So it was. You know, now they got a number one song. The band the Monkees does, and they're not a real band. You know, they were put together for a TV show. The producers basically wanted an American Beatles. You know, because the Beatles at the time, I think, put out Hard Day's Night, the movie or whatever. And these producers wanted something like that for America. And they were like, so we need an American band. We just need to put together a group. And we'll base the TV show off of the group. So and that's what they did. But they had writers who wrote the songs. It wasn't the actual... You know, I think they wrote some songs later on,
Yeah.
but most of the
'cause there
songs
was-
they didn't write themselves. They had a team of writers, the producers did, who wrote the songs, but the members did learn to play them. You know, learn how to play it on the instruments that they played. So
But
I mean,
that's
Did they
interesting.
ever go
That's
on
interesting
tour?
stuff.
Yes.
yeah,
They
Do you
did
know-
go on tour.
Yeah. Do you know who they opened for? Or wait. I have to look this up because I think Jimi Hendrix opened for the Monkees, and Jimi Hendrix got booed off the stage because everybody was there to see the Monkees. They were there to see this whatever
wow.
year this was. 67.
That's heavy. That's heavy,
66.
Doc.
I didn't
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, Jimi Hendrix opened for the Monkees. And I'm gonna go back in just a second and verify like the year, but,
But
I'm,
yeah,
I'm
they
99%
were
positive.
when-
He was booed. Jimi Hendrix was like early in Jimi Hendrix's career, and the Monkees are taking off I guess it was 67 probably.
67, I think
68.
was 67, 68.
Well, 67 was when those other songs, the big songs, other ones came out after that.
Daydream Believer.
Yeah,
Now,
Yeah.
that was the Monkees.
yeah.
Daydream Believer.
And I'm a-
Now, I
I'm
know
a
that
believer.
one.
Homecoming.
And I'm a believer, which Smash Mouth did for Shrek.
I'm a believer.
Yeah, that's a Monkey song.
That's a Monkey song.
I believe, 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 I believe. Hey! Was that it?
Yep, that's it.
Exactly.
So
You nailed
anyway,
it.
yeah. But like I said, I'm gonna go back and check on the details of that.
Now
but-
I know all them songs. Okay, but now I'm tracking
you're a
now.
monkey.
That was
Oh, do you know
it's a good song.
And also, you know,
Stepping Stone?
Now did they do hold on?
Do
I got,
you know
did they hold on? Did they do Here's to you, Mrs. Robinson.
No, that's-
Jesus loves you more than you would know.
No, that's not them.
Oh, that's not it.
No,
Shit.
that's
all.
Simon and Garfunkel.
Ew. I was singing that.
Yeah.
Shit. Let's edit that out. Somebody's turn your damn phones on silent.
My phone
that.
is on
I got it
silent.
on.
You know, we have
That would
no,
be-
it ain't.
That would be CEO Barfield, whose phone's not on silent.
All right,
Oh,
because I've heard some dings and dongs.
yeah. Jimi
And
Hendrix.
dongs has been mostly pronounced over there in your phone. Dongs. That says some stuff about you.
Yeah, Jimi Hendrix toured with the Monkees.
I
How
like him.
about that?
No, he
You
didn't.
like him.
Yeah, they did.
Did he? I like this story where he
Says-
got booed off stage.
Says it was Mike Nesmith, which was one of the Monkees, who first heard a tape of Jimi Hendrix while at a party with John Lennon, Paul McCartney, and Eric Clapton. The band soon became fans of Foxy Lady singer and recruited him to be part of their upcoming U.S. tour.
Foxy lady, I'm going to
Ironic-
get you. I'm sorry, Trey. Go ahead.
Ironically, that same year, 1967,
I'm sorry.
Hendrix told a magazine that he didn't like the band, saying, "Oh God, I hate them. Dishwater. You can't knock anybody for making it, but people like the Monkees."
Boy, that's some deep words right there.
Yeah,
When he said try to fake it to make it.
that's not what I said, but yes,
Oh, it sounded like it. Oh. Well, I mean,
good enough.
anyway,
But
that's
if you
some
think
deep
about it,
words right
the
there.
Monkees were they weren't a real band. They were put together for the TV show.
Dude, you're in a band called Consumed. I mean, you don't need to be talking.
Damn.
This is awful.
We can have the conversation about changing the band name again.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
All right.
No, but also, do you know? Here's something I didn't know that I just today I looked up Michael Nesmith. You know his mother.
Don't talk about his mother.
Mother.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
no,
Because I know.
Oh, do you?
I've known this for a long time. yeah.
I didn't.
I didn't know that until just now.
Well,
Really?
me and Carol sitting here waiting. What is it?
His mother invented liquid paper.
Whiteout.
Yeah. Why not?
Really?
The teachers love using whiteout on me. That's why I failed 8th grade.
She
They erased my real
she
grades and
sold her
replaced them
formula
with
to
failing grades.
Gillette in 1970.
Yeah, I don't know the date, but
I think it was 1972.
That's crazy.
For $400-something million.
Back in the
400-something
day?
million in 72?
And 72.
You know how
I don't
much
even know why
money?
he was a musician. I'd
Yeah.
have just been an
But
alcoholic.
Exactly.
That was how he was
Amen.
able to fund, because Michael Nesmith was he was an actual musician
yeah.
before he got the
The call for the money.
yeah, for the Monkees gig. So, and I think he funded one of his projects was with, well, you could fund a lot of projects with that money, you know.
Yeah, I mean, in 72, if you was worth 400 million, I mean, mama was broke, you know.
Yeah.
Daddy's broke too.
So
But I
the-
mean, I didn't know that. And I was like, what?
Yeah, I remember hearing that a long, long time ago. But then, so when we talked about it, doing them today, I was like, oh, I know something that they won't know. And then you come and ruin it for me. So thanks a lot.
He
Elaborate
does that.
on it then, Trey. I'm sorry.
Oh, I have no elaboration, but did you know that Michael Nesmith's mother invented whiteout? There, I just wanted to get it off my chest.
That was pretty impressive.
Do you know how many are still alive?
Do you know the Muffin Man?
The one that lives in Mulberry Lane?
Yes.
Are there
You didn't
any
know what I
others
was
still
doing.
alive?
Who still? I know that. I think Davy Jones had.
He was the first to
died.
go. Yeah, he died a long time ago. He was the
I
first.
can't believe it was Davy Jones though. The name.
That was his real name too.
Do you know of David Jones?
Davy.
What's funny is that these producers wanted an American Beatles, but they picked the lead singer who was from England.
Well, he was the drummer.
Do you feel?
No, Mickey
he was-
Dolenz was the drummer.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
Do you feel that dark?
David Jones was.
Hold
the
on, let's
short-
let this get
short one.
out of his system real quick.
Are your sins laid bare? Are your sins banished? I can offer you an escape.
Anyway,
But no, yeah,
all right,
they
so
wanted
which-
an American Beatle.
Yes.
But then they
hired him. Yeah,
hired
I saw-
David Jones, who was
I remember
from
seeing
England.
a long time ago, and this was before YouTube actually. A audition tape that they were on, or that they did for all these guys.
Honest was on there.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Anyway, I remember seeing audition tapes from him, and one that stands out to me was Davy Jones, and they were talking to him, and they said, and so this is the '60s, so the language is different than what we would do today, but the producer or whatever that was talking to him for his audition said, so tell me about yourself. What's your bag? And him being British, Davy Jones being British, says, I don't know what that means. I don't know what you mean by what's my bag. And that just stands out to me for some reason. But that was a long time ago that I saw that. So, yes, which one of the Monkees or multiples of the Monkees have met the Grim Reaper? Oh, you see what I did there?
I do see.
Don't
that.
fear the Reaper. Take your way. Is that the
All
Monkees?
right.
So
No, that's a Blue Orchestra.
All right.
I'm not even sure if any of them still alive.
Yes.
I don't think. Any
I
of
think
them are.
Davy
I think-
Jones.
I think
We just said if you were listening to the show, we just
The
said
show
It
David.
would make sense if
the
it was
show
Davy
that you're one
Jones.
of the
We just
hosts
said-
on.
Yeah, we just said David Jones was the first one, and that was actually a big deal because he was young, and he died really quick, sudden, and everybody was.
Well, that means the Reaper swap him off of his feet.
That's right. Okay, so that's one that met the Reaper.
Who's the second one?
Is there a second one?
I don't know. The
third?
Monkees.
I'll put it to you this way: they all have except for Mickey Dolenz. He's the only one still alive.
How old is he?
Is he still alive?
Yes, Mickey Dolenz is still alive, but Mike Nesmith just last year I think passed away. Well, you don't know because you didn't know. You thought they were all dead, but no. But yeah, Nesmith died. I think
Oh,
last
yeah. He
year.
died of ammonia.
Was it ammonia? Ammonia,
Ammonia
the
or
cat piss you're talking about?
Yeah, the cat came back alive, sat on his chest when he laid to rest.
I really thought it was pretty recent, but I'm looking it up now. Let's see. 2021. So
Wow, that's
You're before
2
that.
years ago.
So when did Peter die?
Peter the Disciple? I'll go ahead. All right, Peter. Where
Have
did
you
Peter
been paying
die?
attention to this segment at all?
I have.
all right, Peter.
David Jones took Peter. Go
Peter,
ahead.
Peter Tork. No, David Jones was a lot longer ago. Peter Tork died in 2019.
Oh, okay.
So they lived a good life. Real good life. They was in their 80s and 90s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 80s and 90s.
Yeah, Davy Jones died in 2012.
And he was,
2012.
when Davy Jones died, he came with his ship. Said, "Do you feel death?
No.
Do you feel that dark abyss?" If anybody out there has seen Pirates of the Caribbean, you know what I'm talking about.
Seen what? Pirates of what?
The Caribbean.
Oh.
Pirates of the Crickets.
Trey with his buttons. Don't pay attention to him.
I'm just trying. I got to have something to go along with the silence that comes after one of these jokes that you're trying to make.
It's not funny? No. I think it is. I think people will
Do
love
you
it.
hear us laughing?
Well, you too stupid to laugh. I just can't stand this subject. I know zero
right.
shits about the Monkees that came in the Florence, South Carolina.
Well, I mean, you want to talk about chainsaws?
Don't get me started. We'll start a whole segment.
No. Let's go off the rails.
Chainsaw.
Imagine if there was a
Give
chainsaw
your
involved.
ass raw.
Little
And
bit,
if it ain't,
little bit of information for you that we just learned this evening, ladies and gentlemen. The prototype of the chainsaw that we are familiar with today in the timber industry was pioneered in the late 1700s by two. That's a dinosaur.
What the hell is happening?
Was pioneered in the late 1700s by two Scottish doctors as a surgical tool to aid in the process of difficult childbirth.
If your baby's breached, I'll get the steel out. That's next episode. You just ruined the whole freaking thing.
I was trying to take it in a different direction than what you were trying to do.
I don't know what I'm doing on this subject. I don't know. I don't know anything about the Monkees.
All right, what's your favorite Monkey song?
Say hey to the Monkees, and that's the only. Well,
Say hey to say hey with the Monkees.
I'm a believer.
That's actually.
Are you a
I'll
believer,
take it back.
Chris?
I believe it. You know, I done that. I believe. Hey.
I think the Monkees had six
Number
top,
one hits?
no, 6 top 10 hits.
How many number one hits they have?
I
One.
think they had 3. I think
Three?
they had Daydream Believer.
Daydream Believer.
I'm a believer.
I'm a
Homecoming
believer.
Queen.
And
Last Train to Clarksville.
Sleep up days and dream. Oh, what can it be?
But-
Do I daydream?
do you know that
Believer.
Sound like Eric
They-
Cartman.
do you know they claim, and I don't know if this is true or not, they claim in 67, 68, they sold more records than the Beatles and the Rolling Stones.
Well, like I
Do you
said,
know how many
I don't know.
Do you know
the
how many
Monkees.
records they've sold?
Well, let me finish. I don't know what you're about to say, but as y'all was portraying songs to me, I'm like, oh yeah, I know that song. Oh yeah, I know that song. I
So-
think
so you
I
did
actually
songs
like
that-
the Monkees.
you
I
did
think
songs you didn't know
I didn't
that
know
the
who-
Monkees did.
exactly. And like the Daydream Believer song, I like that song. And the
It's a good song. It's a catchy song.
oh, it's very catchy. And I believe I love that song too because it was on Shrek.
Was that the original version or different?
I don't know, but I loved it. But I had no clue it was the Monkees.
There's another song that and Carol, I mean, I know you guys will know the song, but Dobie and his old band used to play Stepping Stone.
Please give me the verse. I meant the chorus.
I'll give it to you later. I'm not singing that one.
Stepping Stones.
Hold on. That didn't sound right, Trey.
Day
What?
after day.
I'll give it to you later.
I'll give it to you later.
Night after night. Is it that one?
No.
It's not that.
Close.
No, but do you know how many records?
Don't post that.
Do,
60
do you know
million.
how many records the Monkees have sold?
60 million.
Yep, upwards of that. I think 65
Really?
million. I think.
65 million?
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Like, really?
I'd like
That's
to have
why I say-
65 million views.
That's
you know
why I
what I'm
say they. I don't know.
Make believe.
I saw where
Smash.
they claim that like in 67, 68, they sold more records than the Beatles and Rolling Stones.
I wonder if that's true because back then you could say whatever you wanted. You didn't have the internet
yeah.
to
That's the
debunk
thing.
anything.
And
But
they-
still, I mean, 65 million records is verified that they've sold.
Yeah.
That's a lot of records sold.
that is a lot of records.
65
Especially
million.
for a
That's
TV
impressive.
show put together band.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
that's impressive.
And they didn't. Did they write any of their songs?
They did. I don't know which songs they wrote. They wrote songs later on, but
Okay. After they got the money rolling in.
yeah.
I can't believe that some of my favorite songs were the Monkees.
Do you know? Was there any other movies or TV shows that the Monkees appeared on?
Well, I do not know.
I don't know either. Do you know?
Well, I know that. I know Davy Jones was on.
Not individually, but now before you continue, was he on a show as a member of the Monkees, or was he
Well,
just an actor or extra?
No,
or-
he was on Scooby Doo, episode of.
everybody was on Scooby Doo back then.
But he was.
They were.
but
Including Trey.
He was on as. He was on as.
They said, "Who's the monster?" They pulled Trey's wig off. It's Trey Davis. I love you, bro. I'm sorry. I was so.
He found this.
Wait a minute. Pull the hair off. Miss Trey Davis.
No, but
I love you, man. I know you're going to get me. I don't care.
He was,
I love you.
I think. Now,
oh, my God. Oh, my God. All right. I'm done. All right. I'm good to go.
Scott, what were you trying to say before?
I got tears.
that was Carol's Grim Reaper texting me.
Scott, what were you trying to say before Chris went on this amazingly funny joke about?
I don't even know if I remember now.
I don't either.
No, I think it was on. Yep. No, I think Davy Jones was on
Shows they were on. Yeah,
he was on an episode of Scooby Doo. I remember watching it. It was him, but I think that, and I might be wrong on this. I'm not sure. I think that when he was on the show, he wanted to say Davy Jones of the Monkees, but
probably
they
couldn't. It were they on a different network?
Yeah, and he didn't own. You know, the producers owned the name the Monkees, and so they wouldn't allow any of them to you go on any other show or whatever and use the name. You know, they couldn't use it because they didn't own it.
That makes sense. That's like your WWE wrestlers if they leave and they go somewhere else. Like recently, there's been a few that have left to go to AEW, and if they don't own their name, they can't take it with them. So you've got the superstar with like the Edge who just retired, said he was retiring from WWE, went to AEW. He can't call himself the Edge, but he can call himself the Rated R Superstar. So he comes out as Adam, whatever his last name is, the Rated R Superstar.
Did he come up with the Edge or
that? I don't know. I just know that he doesn't.
So he didn't own the name.
He doesn't own the Edge. No, Vince McMahon owns I'm sure, like everybody's name, and there's all this stuff they have to do to go through it. But he doesn't have the rights to the Edge or Edge,
so he can't use it.
So when he goes to this other competing company, he has to use something else, and apparently he either owns the rights to Rated R Superstar, which I'm sure he does since that's what they're showing, but he doesn't for Edge, so he can't call himself that. So and I go back. That's probably what happened with like some of these networks and stuff. Things the way they're.
I think it was because Scooby Doo was what Hanna
Barbera.
Yeah, and I think the Monkees were owned.
Hanna Barbera. They did a ton of stuff. They did CCR. They did That's the main one that stuck out on me. But they did Trisha Yearwood. They did
hold on.
Trisha who?
Hold on.
I don't think that was Hanna-Barbera.
No.
I swear to you. I'm telling you, CCR. They did. Who was it? I got lost in the daydream.
Look it up on Goggle.
What a day for a daydreaming boy. Who was that?
I think the batteries are dead in your Google.
I'm telling you.
Look it up on Goggle.
Chris.
This makes me angry. I know.
Look it up on Goggle.
I had a videotape when I was little. And all playing with the Queen of Hearts.
Yeah. That's Carly Simon, right?
Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
Look on Goggle.
Y'all keep talking.
You got the iPad
I'm going
right
to send it to you, and then you do what you will with it.
Okay.
I'm doing it right now.
I'll say what you were talking about, them writing their own songs. I found a list of a bunch of their songs, and a lot of them show up as collaborators in a bunch of songs. The one that shows up as a main writer,
Paco
for Mickey Dolenz.
Y'all remember Paco?
Is Mickey Dolenz, and the song is called Band 6. I've never heard it. I don't know what that is. But then there's some other songs that the rest of the guys were collaborators on.
Oh, yeah.
So
none of their big hits were they were writers.
I'm not seeing it yet, but it could be.
Oh,
hey, Chris.
Yeah,
oh, sorry. Hold on. No. I got you. I'm sending it to you though, for real. No,
okay.
no. Look at your phone. Look at the title. It says Hanna-Barbera and then it says Paco. But that's only one of the musicians that.
Paco?
That's only one.
Paco is the musician. Yeah, I know this.
But it gets in the Hanna-Barbera cartoon.
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep sending them to you.
No, don't send me.
Yeah,
don't send me
do
anymore.
it, Chris. Do it.
No,
There was a full VHS.
Yeah,
Listen to me.
There's certain
Listen
songs
to me. There was a full VHS that my mama brought me as a
I
child.
understand what you're saying, but
There was
that means
CCR. You know,
Yeah,
That
Hanna-Barbera
means
could
they-
produce.
yeah,
they could produce this content, but they didn't create it. They are
And
releasing it. It's being released by
what-
Hanna-Barbera.
that's- we can
Probably
say that
got a
too.
license
But don't
to
tell
release.
me it didn't exist.
what we're talking about is totally different than what you're.
Did I
talking
get off the rails?
No, you didn't. I mean, you were. I see. Where
No,
you're
I was
going,
on
but-
target. You just didn't want to believe it.
Still don't.
Hey, I'm telling you what, CCR, Paco, and a lot of other artists was on that album.
Paco.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
You remember Paco?
I don't.
Nobody remembers Paco?
Scott, do you remember Paco?
I don't either.
Trey,
I know Paco.
you know Paco?
But anyway, I still don't know shit about the Monkees.
You know a lot
We've
about the
been talking
Monkees.
about it
We've
for 30
already been
minutes.
talking about them. Hey, with the Monkees.
I've gathered some
Daydream
knowledge.
Believer.
I didn't know that. Daydream Believer and I am coming
You heard about Michael
clean.
Nesbitt's mother inventing
White out.
whiteout?
Yeah.
I like that.
One thing you
But
used
I
a
didn't.
lot in school.
Davy Jones. I'm a dig into the Davy Jones things when I get home.
SpongeBob.
I didn't know they had a member called Davy Jones.
Yeah. Cruising.
That is awesome. Do you fear death?
Something about the cruise.
I'm stuck on the pirate of the.
Yeah,
Davy Jones
he
on
wasn't that Davy Jones.
That it just reverts back to me.
You thinking about Johnny Depp on the ship?
Yeah, what Davy Jones?
Last call.
Thank you, God, because I've been relying on all three of these fellas to tell me about the Monkees on this whole
But
subject.
you know a lot about them.
I do. Y'all have taught me some
Hey,
stuff.
hold on. Wait. Before we do last call,
What? You unbutton your shirt before you breathe.
we
Oh, shit.
we didn't even talk about damn Hemingway.
Oh, my God.
Okay, well, let's start over.
I ain't gonna. I ain't following your ass up with that shit.
We didn't talk about him away shredding the guitar.
Yeah, I know. He was awesome.
Well,
he
for
was
those
awesome
of you
shredder.
listening, before this whole show started,
Tell him about Scott.
they sent me the text message of the guitar segment, which was the Monkees, but I didn't read it. When we got here tonight,
Why didn't you read it?
Carol was talking about
Scott.
Earl Hemingway.
Ernest.
Ernest.
Oh,
Scott.
Ernest Hemingway.
Earl.
Earl was his cousin. Scott was talking about Ernest.
And I was like, who the hell is that? You know, and there was like, oh, was
Shredder.
he the original Shredder? And I was like, oh, these old bastards. I don't know anything. But hey, I'm
Old
gonna go with it.
bastards.
I'm gonna go with it. Not I started Googling Earl Hemingway over here.
Ernest.
Yes, Ernest. That's what,
Not the cousin.
but anyway, they got me.
Scott.
Carol.
All right. Our last shot of the night is one of our favorites.
Armadillo.
We don't know how it's actually pronounced.
Armadillo.
Diamore Amaretto.
It's Armadillo.
Armadillo.
Diamore.
That's what we're gonna go with.
Diamore Amaretto, also called
And
Armadillo.
hey, I'm gonna do this. Here's a toast to Trey and all his production equipment. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Trey.
We appreciate Carol for coming up with this concept, and we appreciate Scott for doing absolutely nothing.
We appreciate
come up with the concept.
Chris for being the butt of all jokes.
Cheers, fellas.
Easy target.
Yeah. And butts he does like.
You can't do that. You can't. Not being shot. You'll make something come through my nose. Oh shit! I didn't even notice that. That was bad too. That was bad. I retract that statement. Return to me now.
Sorry, it's already out there.
Did anybody take their shot yet?
I did.
I couldn't. I had to wait. So I'm starting to. I mean, I did, but yeah, I'm gonna do it again.
Well, I guess we need another shot. Then.
Return to me now.
That son of a gun had some booze.
Yes,
in
it did, John. All right, this is it for this segment of Guillotart.
Yellow tars.
Every time. Guillotines and Guitars. We had a great show tonight. This is cut number 7.
7.
And let me remind you, Guillotines and Guitars is your southern infusion of everything rock and hard, served over your lavish libations, baby. That's what it means. We ain't said it in a long time, but Scott came up with that concept,
We
and I
love the
love it.
libations too.
We love the libations.
Libations make the show work.
Appreciate everybody who watched tonight, who came on live
It's the
to the
oil in
Facebook.
our machine.
He is just cutting me off. We appreciate.
Anyway,
We
Go
appreciate everybody
Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
watching, coming on live to the Facebook Live show tonight. Thank you, everybody.
We are out.
No, we ain't. I ain't done. You don't say that. I say that. Damn it. You sit
Kelly,
over
You
there.
don't have rights to that.
That shirt's getting tight on you.
Let's talk
buddy.
about Ernest. Earl.
All right, this is cut 7. This is Guillotines and Guitars, and we are out.